MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the American League Division Series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Houston Astros. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Looking at these two squads, it's clear both of them have several guys that can hurt you with a bat. It's not just the middle of the order guys that you have to look out for as a pitcher. So the team that gets the timely hitting and quality at bats is probably going to prevail.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Justin Verlander will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty B, this ought to be a lot of fun. This guy won the Cy Young Award last year in the AL, so he knows how to pitch. And one of the things he does effectively, he attacks the strike zone. And if he does that, he should be fun to watch in this one.
Leading off tonight for Tampa Bay, the second baseman, number 8.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Springer giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Not accepted.
And here's the starting lineup for the visiting Tampa Bay Rays. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, I'll keep an eye on the leadoff guy and see what he can do in this one. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Austin Meadows stands in as he swings and misses for strike one. Verlander has finished off more than 2,900 innings during his time in the major leagues and logged in with an ERA in the low 3s. Here it comes. Hit hard back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
And that will bring in Yandy Diaz. Fouled off. Fouled away. Working for the punch out and the offering. Popped him up. Gurriel backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
I'm sure his eyes lit up when he saw that curveball hanging in the zone, but maybe he tried to do too much with it because basically he hit it straight up. No doubt he wants that pitch back, and the pitcher, he just dodged a bullet.
First offering on its way, and it's fouled away. down in the count 0-2. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Roll, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
The 0-2 once more. Is at the knees and called strike 3. Rays strand just the one. Now the Astros will get their first opportunity. No score. Charlie Morton gets the call in hostile territory here for game 1 of the division series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be a fun one to watch. This guy's been around the block for a while, but he's having a rock-solid season with a real good ERA. It'll be really interesting to see how he attacks his opposing lineup.
In now, George Springer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. The windup and the 0-1. A bouncer to the left side. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. What do we need to know about this lineup, D-Row?
Matty, I know this team can swing the bat. But one thing I'm focused on, and I think a huge key for this team, is base running. And I'm not necessarily saying stolen bases. Just being aggressive on the base pass. Putting the defense on their heels. Taking the extra base. Maybe that's send from first to home. That's what I'm hoping to see.
Here's the pitch. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Hey, the leadoff man wasn't able to do his job, but the number 2 hitter came through right there with the single, setting the table for the big boys.
And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley as he rips it on the ground to second. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on MLB Network. Up next for the Rays, Hunter Renfroe, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. Here comes the first pitch. And that's taken for strike 1.
Hey, this offense better be prepared to pull a trigger. This starter is known to be aggressive and come right after you.
Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
2 mid-90s fastballs, and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball, or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters, and go grab some bench.
In now, Jose Martinez, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0-2 the count to Jose Martinez. Got him. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Willie Adames. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Count remains at 0-2.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
Verlander ready with another 0-2. Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. Rays go in order, 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. Next up for the Astros, Alex Bregman. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
The third baseman, Alex Bregman.
First delivery to him on the way. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through for a hit.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Into the box now, Yuli Gurriel, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch. This one's down to third. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. But they will not get it out on the play as he beats the throw to first, and there are 2 on to start the inning now.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
Standing in now, Yordan Alvarez, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Bregman on second, Gurriel at first with no outs. Line drive to center field. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. No sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Morton is a guy that's able to keep the bat off the ball. That's kind of the name of the game for a pitcher, and as a starter it really helps him work deep into games.
Matty D, one of the toughest parts about scoring runs is bunching 3 or 4 hits together an inning, and that's one of the things this guy does really well. He's tough to hit, and he's really tough to get 3 or 4 hits off of. That's one of the reasons why he's one of the better pitchers.
All right, let's take a look at the Tampa Bay Rays on defense. And guys, I'm going to be locking in on Willie Adames. Elite shortstop up the chute, young, good hands, quick feet, strong arm. Came over in the David Price trade, and we've watched him slowly creep his way to the big leagues.
Into the box, Martin Maldonado. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game. 2 left for the Astros. We'll move to the third with no score. Matt Vasgersian back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac as Kevin Kiermaier settles in to start the inning. Now here it comes. Back to work now is Verlander as the first pitch of the inning is swung on and missed for strike 1.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
And he fouls this one off. And he will take strike 3 call. He's got another one. 5 straight strikeouts, and that's the first out of the inning.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen. That'll end the evening for Justin Verlander. So he'll depart here, and I don't know if maybe there's something wrong with him physically, but it seems a very quick hook as he's gone after not allowing a single run. Lance McCullers is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. So here's Mike Zunino as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. Past meetings against Lance McCullers, he's had absolutely no success. 0 for 14, and on 10 occasions he's been a strikeout victim. Grounded up the first baseline, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Legs churning, he's headed for second. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Hey guys, he doubled up on that breaking ball. The batter obviously timed the first one. Second one, he was not going to let go. Good wood on that one, able to drive it for a base hit.
At the plate now, Brendan Lau, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He flied out leading off the ball game. And he falls behind 0-2.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with all speed. Here it comes. Popped him up. He's got it, and there are 2 his last time up. Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. Third inning, no score to this point. There's a fastball, pretty close that time, but swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1 left for Tampa. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Bottom of the third now, and standing in the outfielder, Kyle Tucker.
The right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
First pitch of the at-bat. Line to the right side. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Hey, there's a base hit to lead off the third inning. Talk about having a lot of traffic, D-Roll. He's given up several hits already, so he's been in a stretch most of the game.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Dan. That is the name of the game for this offense. They're trying to get this guy in the stretch. Hopefully he misses over the heart of the plate like he's been doing so far up until this point.
Back to first, and Mercy, their third double play in 3 innings. And again, there are 2 away.
Just a 2-hopper to short. Can't ask for anything easier than that, and they roll up your basic 6-4-3 double play.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Jose Altuve. First offering on its way. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Kiermaier's got a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. 3 innings in the books, no score on MLB Network. New inning set to get underway, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Yandy Diaz.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Count 0-3.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch. The 0-2 good changeup with some depth.
The 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it. 1 away.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the first baseman, G-Man Choi.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Ji-Man Choi. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
In there, no balls and a strike. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Throw not nearly in time, so despite the great effort, that'll go into the books as an infield single.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Fouled off. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
To the plate now, Jose Martinez. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A 1 pitch on its way. On the ground to the right side. Gurriel scoops it up. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Rays strand just the 1. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Bottom of the inning now, and coming forward the veteran outfielder Michael Brantley.
The left fielder, Michael Brantley.
First pitch of the at-bat. Base hit into right center.
Yeah, he's gotten the outs when he's needed them and seems to be really comfortable pitching from the stretch. Hard to keep that up over several innings, though.
And that'll bring up Alex Bregman as he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Yeah, Matt, back-to-back base knocks right off the bat here. As we take a look at the numbers, you see they aren't that bad, but he's definitely got into a no-out jam here. We'll see if he can get out of it.
So here's Yuli Gurriel as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Just got a piece of that one, perhaps shortening up now will get the ball in play. And this is on the ground is short. Could be two. To second for one. On to first to complete the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old two-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Yordan Alvarez. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. First pitch on its way. A bouncer to the left side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Astros leave one through four. Still tied, 0-0. And we're back in Houston. Welcome back to Minute Maid Park as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production, and he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. The frustration stems around not just how much they're striking out, but more importantly, how much they're striking out looking. He acknowledged that the opposition is making good pitches, but he also said that they're hittable. They feel like there's no reason to accept letting pitches in the strike zone go by in two-strike situations.
Thank you, Heidi. Here's the first pitch to him. Willie Adames is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. And a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow. All right, so let's turn to show track for a more in-depth look at that one. Good reaction, great range, and a nice backhanded stop, and the jump throw with a lot behind it all the way across the infield for the out. The numbers don't lie, and that was pretty spectacular. So striding in, Kevin Kiermaier. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system, especially now he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Here now is Mike Zunino. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. A ball and a strike to Mike Zunino. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
Another 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Rays. Halfway home, still no score.
Leading for Astros, not shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll ricochet off the facade out there in left center. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
You can hear the solid contact all the way up here, and I thought we were going to have our first run of the game right there. Gets all the way to the fence, but it stays in the park, so he'll have to be okay with the double.
Now at the plate, Martin Maldonado, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
Hit hard on the ground to second, but that finds its way through for a base hit. And this is going to find the wall out around the 373 sign. Throw to second, but he's in there as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
The right fielder, number 30.
Back-to-back doubles now, and that's a great way to get an inning going. The leadoff man
Yeah, Puerto Rican blood. Anyway.
Following suit, lacing a double of his own could be a big inning if this continues.
You know, since Martin Maldonado and Carlos Correa, they're both Puerto Rican.
After a single this first time up. From the stretch. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Sure took a healthy hack that time. High and deep to center field. Back goes Kiermaier at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he'll make it up to third.
The center fielder, number 4.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a ground ball and a chance for Adames at short. And the tag gets him. But they do play to run on the play.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Stepping in, Jose Altuve. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. Here's the 0-1. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Here's Michael Brantley. Line but speared on a hop. Throw to first will get him easily and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors and a runner left on. 5 innings complete. The Astros lead it 2-0. At the plate, Brandon Lau. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Here comes the first pitch.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
Great changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.